It's good to be back. I had a little week of some crazy stuff. My son was in the hospital. He hit his head in a bike accident. He's okay. He's going to make a full recovery, but it was scary there for a little bit, and it was all hands on deck at home. So I missed a few shows, understandably, but I'm back, and it's good to be back. I'm going to play some original stuff today, and I'm going to start with a song that I wrote called The Great Beyond, or something like this.
Don't I feel like the edge of the universe? Looking down, now you get it, feel the spin in your head. It's like an insane urge to jump out of this skin, to jump out of this skin. When you fall, would you feel it all when your feet touch ground? Let your soul take flight like you waited all your life to be outward bound. See what no one sees, touch the mystery. Hey, can you see me now? Growing smaller and you're into something deep inside me is leading me on into the great sound of the cars, and you know where you are, where you've always been. In the world of space and time, don't you find that it pulls you in? When every day's the same, every day's the same. Well, I always believed that there was something more. Piece of heaven that I never had an explanation for. 'Cause everything that is points to more than this. Hey, can you hear me now? 'Cause I'm following the whisper that calls my name. Know that it's leading me on when my own reflection is gone. To the great beyond.
welcome to the show, everybody. That's a song called The Great Beyond. If you're watching today, I can see some comments there in the little window. I put up a little chat window today, trying that for the first time. We got James, we got Brian hosting with us today, and Judy Donnelly is here. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're joining me on YouTube, way to go. Thank you, man, for coming in on the YouTube channel there, James. That's awesome. And if you're on Facebook, welcome to that as well. All right, I'm going to play a song from my record, Fascination. And this one goes out to Lydia Gessler in Wasaga Beach. It goes something like this.
1, 2, 3. Cold out, no sound, pray and run down. Hear me, find me, chains still bind me.
revelation from fascination. So thank you for tuning in. If you're just joining us today, my name is Jacob Moon. Welcome to Maureen Lowndes-Smith, who is back with us. Thanks for joining us again, Maureen. Thinking about you. Hope you're doing well. Lydia wants to hear the first song I ever wrote. Ooh, goodness. So, yeah, I'm trying to think what that would be. What's the first song I ever wrote? I don't even know. What happened to the early songs that I wrote was that they were no good. And so I stopped playing them at some point, never to return to them again. So I'm one of those songwriters who had to write a bunch of really terrible songs before I could write anything that I would want to revisit. And so most songwriters, if they're really honest with themselves and with everyone else, then they'll say the same thing. But that's just kind of how it is, sometimes with songs. The ones that you write early on, they're kind of full of all the songwriting mistakes that you avoided in your later work. And it is what it is. But early songs, I don't know. Let me just think here. If I've got an early song that I can play for you, that would be good. Let's see here. No One Looks Up. I'm trying to think if there's a song that I have the lyrics sitting around to that I haven't played them in a while. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I'll play a song called No One Looks Up. I haven't played this song in forever, but it's from my first record, one of my first records anyways, called Among the Thieves. And like I say, there's no rehearsal on this one. This is just kind of going on what I can remember with this tune. It goes something like this.
Maybe you're right, maybe one of us had to leave to stay hungry. But what I'd give for your sweet company here in the belly of the city, it's down to me and me alone. Somewhere I crossed the line, now I never can go home. I'm staring down from this 10th-story window, hoping you see me smile and motion me down. Sunlight's glare makes it hard to see, and no one looks up in this town. So how is it now that with so many people here, there's so many lonely? The wall is so high between the desert sky and the land of plenty. So I lift my head to see the sky. I won't let my redemption pass me by. 'Cause there's a power here makes us rough round the edges, and it's not just me. I've seen proof all around. People losing hope, people jumping off ledges. No one looks up in this town.
It's a song called No One Looks Up. It's been a while since I played that tune. Gosh, it's got to be at least 15 years since I played that tune. But there you go. That's you asked for it, you got it. Old songs that I sort of remember how they go, you know. Yeah, so there's a whole thing. There's a whole guitar part to that I'm sort of straining to remember. But that's an old tune called No One Looks Up. There you go. And I wrote it because I was there was a girl who jumped from the 12th floor of the building I was living in at the time over on Park Street, and she had taken her own life, you know, and I just couldn't believe that people would do that. And I wonder how long she sort of perched on the edge of that balcony before she jumped, and if anybody saw her. And I realized that when you sort of look at people walking down the street, well, now, of course, they're looking down at their phones, but even then, without phones, they were looking down, and they weren't looking up. And was that a metaphor in some way that we could tease out in song form and talk about hope and hopelessness? And yeah, so that was kind of what that tune's about. Hope you enjoyed it. No One Looks Up. If you want to hear a real version of it, listen to it on Spotify. Find it there. Just search my name and search my first album called Among the Thieves, and you'll find No One Looks Up on that track, on that tune, on that record. It's I think it's the third song on the record. All right, so going back to you know, what's happening here with the comments here. Let's just take a look. And we got Lydia. Thank you very much. We got Judy. The regulars, I love it. Shirley Ann, thanks so much for joining us. And James Richardson as well. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to play a tune for you now that, let me just see. I'm pulling up my list of songs that I was going to do today. All right, this is a song called Leaving, or something like this. Just a second. Stand by. Things are malfunctioning here already. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
I will return, but who knows when? Who knows what life will bring? I may not see your face again, so look at me, my everything. You know it's what I have to do. For now we dreams dream. You need me to be home with you. You wonder why I'm wandering. To see contain this love. You wave at me to stop the car. One more before I go. I'm walking out to where you are. One foot inside and out the door. So now I leave for lost horizons. Still I believe our time will come. I will return, but who knows when? Who knows what life will bring? I may not see your face again, so look at me, my everything.
Yeah, a song called Leaving There. It's from a record I made called Among the Thieves as well. It goes way back to there. But it did appear also in live form on Landing and Landing 2. And it's that studio version, the original one, is on the Best Of collection, 20 years, Best Of. If you don't follow me on Spotify, please do. If you'd like to make a donation to what I'm trying to do here today and through this live streaming medium, which is the only way I can play gigs for a while probably still, then I would welcome any support that you can offer my way. I appreciate it. And I want to thank anybody who has already donated to what I'm trying to do here. No donations yet today, so if you're one of those people watching the show, you can be my first to donate today, and I appreciate that. It just helps to keep me going, because I don't know what else to do as a singer-songwriter. No one wants to buy CDs. I can't play shows. I guess I do this. I guess I play for you guys on whoever's still kind of watching live streams online and hasn't completely been exhausted and fatigued by having meetings online and school online and, getting their dry cleaning done online, whatever it is. It's too much. I realize this is the tail end. We're in latter day live streaming days here. But where else am I going to go, So I can play my front porch if you want to come by my house. But I can't play in theaters yet. I can't play in churches or festivals just yet. So this is where I am. This is where I'm hanging out. And I'm going to keep playing tunes like this next one, which is called Song That Won't Leave You Alone. It goes something like this. Yeah.
I'm walking in circles, talking to myself. I pace the floor behind closed doors, so nobody can tell, nobody can hear me singing out in the middle of the night. Melodies and minor keys under my fingers in black and white. Picks you up when you get down. song won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone. Just sing it out over and over till you make it your own. And you're playing it all through the night till the break of dawn. It's like a song that won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone. Maybe it's a reminder I still owe a debt, a sad song for all I done wrong, for tears I can't forget. Maybe I could sing it to you, get it in your head, a new verse so you could rehearse the things I should have said, to pick you up when you get down. It's a song that won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone. Like the guy with something slipping around, so you throw him a bone. To leave him behind just to find that it's followed you home. Just like the song won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone. Hey. And the only remedy, only way you can set me free, is if you sing your melody to me. Yeah. It's a song that won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone. Guy who leaves messages every night on your phone, it's begging you over and over just to please come home. It's like the song won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone. It's a song that won't leave you alone, it won't leave you alone. Baby, please, please come home, yeah. Hey, don't leave me here on my own.
Yeah, so that's a song called "Song That Won't Leave You Alone," and it's gonna appear on my next record, whenever that comes out. But the next record has a plan in place. I've been working hard on it over the last couple of weeks, hammering out the details. But I've been thinking, you know what? This is like a lonely thing that we're doing, this whole lockdown. We're coming out of it, but it's been a lot of time on your own. And they say the examined life is the only life worth living. Well, there you go. Then we should all be very, very optimistic right now. But some people aren't, and it's because of that loneliness and that isolation. And so I want to make a record of Jacob Moon and friends. I'm going to reach out to all my friends. So if you're my friend, watch out. You might get a phone call. And if you don't, for this record, don't be hurt by it. It's a limited number of tracks, limited amount of money, limited amount of attention span in the listening public. So I'm going to make a collection of 8 songs that are ready to go, or some that are in various stages of readiness, and get into the studio and hang out with friends again and make music together. That's the idea. So still in early stages, but that's kind of what it is. It's like, we'll call it something like "We're all in this together" or something like that, because it'll actually be true in that case. So so yeah, that'll be my next record, and that song will appear on it. So I know it hasn't been available for streaming or anything like that, but we're still kind of working on an arrangement of it. Joel and I. So that'll be a song that Joel and I do together on the record, which will be fun. Joel Parisian from the Commissionaires, of course. So all right, if people are kind of watching along, I want to say hi to you all. Whatever's in the kind of the chat window that I can see. All right, we got Bruce Whitehouse. We got some. We got, he's requested, "Is That All You Got?" Thank you very much. Let me just check that out. Thank you, Bruce. That must have been a recent addition. And I see that here, yes. Thank you, Bruce, for that. Bruce is our donor today for the show. I have one donor, and it's Bruce, and I thank you, Bruce. You're awesome. Keeping me going during these crazy times. So this is a song for Bruce today. This is called Is That All You Got? It's a good question to ask yourself, to ask those who would seek to take you down in defiance, you know. Just gonna say, hey, you know, is that all you got? Here we go. Yeah, just a second.
Darkest night, sometimes the only flickering light is from the flames beneath your feet. Can't be saved, can only burn away, so what remains is all you need. You find out what you can live on when everything's gone. Well, you can take what you ever own, take everything that I ever owned. I'm the same by the telephone. I'm not a victim, I'm a child of God. Is that all you got? Is that all you got? Early on, I understood that people do wrong. I was a witness every day. Bear the scars, will you decide which one you are, the survivor or the brave? If you knew how much hell that I had to pay, you'd get out of my way. Take the last 20 years and throw them in my face. I keep on walking to a better place, 'cause your opinion doesn't mean a lot. Is that all you got? 'Cause I cried outside in the pouring rain when you told
Bruce. Thank you, Bruce, for your support, both here on Patreon, so many places. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you for your support. Alan Smith as well. I want to thank you for your support today. Thanks for that donation and keeping me going through these crazy pandemic times. Yeah, I'm playing originals today, guys. If you're just joining us, welcome to the show. And I've played so far a bunch of stuff from my early days and beyond. And Maureen says, we would love to come to one of your backyard concerts and follow all the restrictions, of course. We're going to work on it. Yeah, it'll be later in July, I'm thinking. All right? So I will definitely put that plan together and send that out to you and let you know what is going on there. So there you go. Bruce said somebody had to do it. There you go. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that it was you that had to donate today to keep me going. I got 2 donations, guys. If you think you'd like to see this continue, it's on the bubble. I'm not sure what's worth my time these days. But if you enjoy these live streams and you want to cast your vote for more of them, this is the place to do it. You can just drop into the tip jar link, which is paypal.me/JacobMoonMusic, or etransfer to jacob@jacobmoon.com. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so we have Darren Avery Chandler. We got, thanks for joining me tonight, Darren. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well, too. Enjoying this beautiful day that we have. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's perfect. It's in the zone. And we're still technically in spring, so I'll sing you a spring song here today. While we're kind of on that topic, here's a song that goes something like this. All right.
You could see it on her face. She'd been wounded in her younger days. Through the years, somehow it turned to her grace. Seems like everyone she knows says life is hard and that's the way it goes. But for her, that's so 5 minutes ago. And all things old I knew again, every living thing. All things old I knew again, like the day you were born, like Sunday morning. Where you say life is just a song, pick up the rhythm as you go along. But you got it, sing it loud, sing it strong. When I'm feeling like an old LP, played out, worn out as I can be, she picks me up and spins me around till I'm static free. All things old I knew again, every note rings true. All things old I knew again, it's a higher sound I've been tuning into. You could say I was a different guy. You could say you knew me when. All things old I knew again. Somewhere the sun and moon shine so bright, it's almost like they're meeting for the first time. Shine. All things old I knew again, let our love multiply like dandelions. This old heart was falling apart till I found you.
spring song for you there from a record I made called Maybe Sunshine. And it was a song that I wrote for my daughter before I met my daughter. The dream of my daughter was all I had, years before I would meet her. In fact, years before she was born. So, yeah, just one of those prophetic little songs that kind of came to me in 2009. A couple years later, in 2011, my daughter Amelia was born, and I met her briefly. Then she went back to live with her birth mom, and then we adopted her in her 3.5-year mark. Right in the middle of drama at home, my wife was fighting off breast cancer in the middle of treatments and all that stuff. And that's when she came home, right in the middle of the storm of our lives, of just, so much uncertainty, about the future. And yet we just knew, we just went on faith that things were going to be okay. She was going to bounce back from breast cancer, which she did. And, all these years later, she's still doing great. So we just praying for all good things, when it comes to that. So I've written lots of songs for my wife over the years, and she's right now probably eating her lunch inside right now. Hi, honey, if you're watching. And, okay, I was going to just check back in with the feed here, see what you guys are saying. John Hetherington, nice. Thanks so much. It says, good for you being persistent with your playing and performing for the people. Thanks, man. I'm doing my best. What can I say? This is kind of what I do, is music, and so I hope you're enjoying it, and it's not just admirable persistence, but it's actually something that you guys are getting a kick out of. If there's a song that you would want to hear, if you know any of my original songs, or if it's just my covers that there'll be other shows where you'll be able to request those. But I do have a bunch of original stuff that I'd love to play for you today. This is a song today that I want to do for you here. It's called Love of Mine, and this is another song for my wife. Goes something like this.
If you believe that you live again, then you're not afraid to see the end, to choose love. When you're bruised and scarred, well, it takes the strength of a broken heart. Never understand the timing of tragedies and silver linings. Love of mine, if I could take you away, leave it all behind and ease your pain, though it might take a lifetime. While we're here, let's make a vow we won't live in fear. Love of mine, it's a broken road. You feel the signs that will lead you home. There's a voice, and it's drifting low, like a drifting sound over an old radio. Deep inside, it's all around you. Deep inside, this love surrounds you. Love of mine, if I could take you away, leave it all behind, ease your pain, though it might take a me now. This grief is ending. Can we just believe again? Love of mine, if I could take you away, leave it all behind. Ease your pain, though it might take a lifetime. While we're here, let's make a vow, let's make a vow. Oh, my love, yeah. Let's make a vow we will live in fear of
Yeah, that one goes out to my wifey today, Allison. Love you. And so glad I'm on this journey with you. It's a crazy, crazy journey, but I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. So there you go. That's for my wife, Allison, today. If you need a good professional organizer for your home, you got to call Allison Moon. She's the greatest. AllisonMoon.org. There you go. She paid me something to say that. So there you go. All right. So yeah. Thank you, John, for tuning into here, man. That's awesome. On Facebook, on the Book of Faces. And where else have we got here? Wow. Jacob, I had no idea that Allison went through that. What an amazing testimony. Yeah, it's a crazy testimony. There's a lot of testimony stuff that we could present in story form. I present some of them in song form too, and so that's kind of how I've done it. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Major, somebody says, Pat, yeah, this is, I can't read that small of type. Maybe major brownie points for that. There you go. Brownie points for doing that for my wife? Yeah. Well, you know, it's, sometimes she cuts me in on some of those sales, so what can I say? So it's very much a conflict of interest. But it's my show, damn it. So I'm going to say what I want to say. There you go. Anyways, so what else we got here? I'm going to do a little bit of this tune right here. This is a song that I wrote back in the day. And it goes something like this.
Wasted on the young ones. I was just like the prodigal son. So I grabbed my share of the inheritance. I rode off into the sun. When your luck runs out like it always does, and your fortunes fall like a stone. When nobody knows you in this lonely old world, that's when your soul remembers home. We cannot to every road leads back to you. I know I've been angels from the shapeless and the unknown. But the same fear keeps us from the angels, so we walk in this life alone. So where can I go when I'm feeling like this? When the deep dawn aching inside, when your own heart says you gotta turn yourself in, 'cause there ain't no place left to hide. We can't to every road leads back to you. I know I've been gone for far too long. See that it's all come back to me, yeah, and it's home where I belong. Sometimes you come like a wildlight, burning my whole world into the ground. This time you're like a strong wind, bringing me round and round and round, round and round and round. What can I do? Every road leads back to you. I know I've been gone for far too long. See that it's all come back to me, yeah, and it's home where I belong. Well, it's home where I belong. Oh, well, it's home where I belong.
That's called Back to You. I will be back to you tonight at 9 p.m. Thanks for joining me on the show today. Thanks for everybody who donated. You know who you are. And we'll see you tonight at 9 p.m. for more music. What's the theme going to be? It's a mystery. I'll reveal it later this afternoon on Facebook, so watch for that. And we'll see you tomorrow at noon and 9 as well. Thanks, guys, so much for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.